Good morning, students. Welcome back. I am Abrar Ahmed. Today we are going to start class 10th science. Now, first of all, I want to introduce you with some chapters of class 10 science. Chapter first, chemical reaction and equation. Chapter second, acid, base and salt. Chapter 3, metal and non-metal. Chapter 4, carbon and its compound. Chapter 5, periodic classification of element. Chapter 6, life process. 7, control and coordination. 8, how to organism reproduce. 9, heredity and evolution. 10, light reflection and refraction. 11, human eye and colorful world. 12, electricity. 13, magnetic effect of current. 14, sources of energy. 15, our environment. 17, management of natural resources. So these 5 chapters are of chemistry, and these 4 chapters are of biology, and the remaining 7 chapters are of physics. So now we are going to start 10th class physics, chapter 10, light, refraction and refraction. Chapter 10, light, refraction and refraction. This is the first chapter of physics. Now we are going to start our first chapter, light, reflection and refraction. Class 10, subject science, chapter 1, light, reflection and refraction. This is the first chapter of physics and 10th chapter of science. So before starting the chapter, we should know what is light. We should know what is light because all the chapters based on light. So light, you all know, light is nothing but a phenomenon. It is the form of energy. It is nothing but a form of energy which travels always in straight path. It makes things visible. Without light, we cannot see any object. So this is light. Light is the form of energy. It travels always in straight path. It makes things visible. Without light, we cannot see any object. So light is nothing, you all know, light is nothing but a form of energy. It is the form of energy. It travels always in straight path because of its straight path, shadow is formed. You all know, light is nothing but a form of energy. It makes things visible. It always travels in straight path. Shadow is formed. Shadow is the proof that light travels always in straight path because shadow form when an object comes in the path of light. So light travels always in straight form. Then shadow is formed. Light is the form of energy. It travels always in straight path. It makes things visible. Without light, we cannot see any object. Now, our next topic is reflection. Reflection is one of the most important topic of class 10 physics. So what is reflection? This is our glass. This is the glass. When we polished one side of the glass, it becomes mirror. There is a difference between glass and mirror. glass is transparent but mirror is not transparent. So this is the mirror because here is polished surface. So when we polished on glass, it becomes mirror. This is our polished surface. So when an incident ray, we can say light. This is the light ray. When an incident ray, this is called incident ray. Incident ray, or we can say ray, only ray. But it is incident toward the mirror, so it is called incident ray. When an incident ray fall on a polished surface, it gets reflected in the same medium. It gets reflected in the same medium. So this is called reflected ray. This is called reflected ray. So when an incident ray fall on a polished surface, it gets reflected in the same medium. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. We can also call reflection of light. So definition is when an incident ray fall on a polished surface, it gets reflected in the same medium. It gets reflected in the same medium. This phenomena we can also call the process. This process is called reflection of light. This phenomena, or we can say this process is called reflection of light. So what is reflection of light? When an incident ray fall on any polished surface, or we can say mirror. When an incident ray fall on a mirror or polished surface, it gets again reflected in the same medium. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. Here are a perpendicular line. This line is called normal. This is the perpendicular line. It is called normal because it is normal to the plane. So it is called normal. And this angle is denoted by I. It is incident angle. And this angle is denoted by R. This is called the reflected angle. So there are two laws of reflection. Law of reflection is also important. So there are two laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. First is this incident angle, or we can say angle of incident I, is always equal to angle of reflection. We can understand by other diagram. This is normal and this is the polished surface. This is PS, polished surface. When an incident ray coming at 45-degree angle, this will always reflected from same angle 45. If this angle is not 45, if this angle is 60, this angle always 60 because both the angle are same, both the angle are equal. Incident angle is always equal to reflected angle. This is called the first law of reflection. angle of incident is always equal to angle of reflection. This angle of incident we can say this I is always equal to angle of reflection, we can say R, angle of reflection. This is called our first law of reflection. Now our second law, incident ray, refracted ray and normal all are lie in the same plane at a same point. This cannot be happen. Incident ray is here, refracted ray is here and normal is here. This cannot be possible in reflection of light. Our second law is incident ray, reflected ray and normal all are lying on the same plane at a same point. This is our incident ray, this is our refracted ray and this is our normal. All are lying at a same point. This cannot be happen. This is incident ray, this is reflected ray and this is normal. This cannot be happen. So second law is incident ray, refracted ray and normal all are lie on the same plane at same point. This is called the law of refraction. This is one of the most important topic. Now we are going to start our next topic, mirrors. Now our next topic is mirrors. Mirrors. We all know what is mirror. We watch our face on mirror daily. There are two types of mirror. Concave mirror and convex mirror. So before starting the types of mirror are the object. Mirror are the object which reflect total light falling on it. Mirrors are the object which reflect total light falling on it. It reflects total light falling on it. There are two types of mirror. First is plane mirror and second is spherical mirror. Plane mirror, it is the type of glass, one sided is polished, and spherical mirror, it is also of two types, concave mirror and convex mirror. Spherical mirror also of two types, concave mirror and convex mirror. Outside it is polished, this is called our concave mirror, and inside it is polished, this is called convex mirror. So now we are going to start concave mirror. So before starting the concave mirror, we should know what is the notation of mirror. Our next topic is notation of mirror. Now our next topic is notation of mirror. Notation of mirror. This is nothing but the name of mirror. This is our mirror. This is polished surface. One side is polished. A imaginary line passing through the center of the mirror. This imaginary line is called the principal axis. Principal axis. This imaginary line is called principal axis. This is the length of total mirror. We can denote it by m and n. This m n, the total length is called aperture. Mn is called aperture. This point is the center of the mirror because this line passed through the center of the mirror. So this point center is called P. P is pole of the mirror. We all know spherical mirror is the part of circle because this is our circle. If we reduce this part and polish the one side, if we polish the one side of this mirror, this is called concave mirror. Concave mirror. So this is the center of the mirror, total mirror. So this is the center of the mirror. It is called center of curvature because this is the curve. This is the curve mirror. So this is called center of the curvature. And half of the center of curvature is called focus. F is the focus of mirror. It is denoted by capital F. Now, this is the total length of focus from pole. It is denoted by small f. It is called focal length. Small f is focal length. Small f is focal length. This is the total radius because this is the part of, if we draw, if we complete the circle, so this is called the radius. This is called the radius of the circle. This is the radius of the circle. So this is also called the radius. This is called focal length. F is called focal length and R is called radius. And this is the curvature, so it is also called the radius of curvature. So this is the notation of mirror. An imaginary line is called the principal axis. Total length of mirror is called aperture. An imaginary point passing through the center, this point is called the pole, and this is called the focus. This is called the center of curvature. This is called the focal length. This is called the radius of curvature. Now we have to discuss formation of image by concave mirror. This notation is same for convex mirror. Nothing is changed for convex mirror. Now our next topic is formation of image. Before starting the formation of image by concave and convex mirror, we should know what is the law of formation of image. So first of all, we have to study law of formation of image. Law of formation of image. How to image form by a mirror? There are two laws. First law is, this is our mirror, this is concave mirror, this is our principal axis, this is our principal axis, and this is the point P pole, and this is M, and Mn is aperture. We already know this is Mn aperture. This is point focus. This is center of curvature. So law is that when an incident ray coming parallel to principal axis, after reflection it pass through focus. It goes from focus. Focus is a point, so we can't say focus point. Focus is a point. So this law is when an incident ray coming parallel, this is parallel, this is principal axis and this is the parallel to principal axis. So when an incident ray coming parallel to principal axis, it goes from focus. This is our first law. When an incident ray coming parallel to principal axis, it after reflection it passes through focus. When an incident ray, this is an incident ray coming parallel to principal axis, this is principal axis, it is coming parallel to principal axis. After reflection, this is the point of reflection. After reflection, it passes through the focus. This is called the first point, and vice versa also. Vice versa means when an incident ray coming from focus, when an incident ray coming from focus, after reflection, when an incident ray coming from focus, after reflection, it will be parallel. After reflection, it will be parallel. For example, we can understand by other diagram. This is our focus. When an incident ray coming through focus, after reflection, it will move parallel to principal axis. This is the parallel. This is the parallel to principal axis. So first law is if a line coming parallel to principal axis, it will go from focus, and if it is coming through the focus, after reflection it will pass parallel to principal axis. Second law is, now our second law is, this is the diagram of concave mirror. This is our principal axis, this is our focus, this is our center of curvature. Second law is that if a line coming through center of curvature, if a line coming through center of curvature, after reflection it will also pass through center of curvature. It means if a line coming parallel to center of curvature, if a line coming parallel to principal center of curvature, this is the point of center of curvature. After reflection it will pass again same path, it will follow the same path. So if a line coming through center of curvature, we can see also C, we can denote it by C. If a line coming through center of curvature, it after reflection it will pass through same point. It will pass through same point, or we can understand easily by formation of image. So now our next topic is formation of image. Now we are going to start one of the most important topic of class 10 physics, formation of image. It is very important for CBSE. Formation of image. Image can be formed by concave mirror and convex mirror. So we are using for concave mirror. Formation of image for concave mirror. Formation of image by concave mirror. There are 6 different positions of object by which image can be formed. So we are going to start first position. This is our concave mirror. This is polished surface. This is our concave mirror. This is polished surface, and this is our principal axis. We already know what is principal axis, what is center of curvature, what is radius of curvature, what is focus, what is aperture. We already know. This is our focus and this is our center of curvature. When objects are at infinity, so when objects are infinity, lines come parallel. Lines come parallel to principal axis. And we know by the rule of formation of image, when lines come parallel to principal axis, it pass through focus. So both the rays meet at focus, so image will form at focus. So image will form at focus. Size, this is point size, and this concave mirror form real and inverted image. The nature of image is real and inverted. It is formed always real and inverted image. Inverted means opposite image. Now second case, this is our concave mirror. This is polished surface. This is our principal axis. This is focus. This is center of curvature. Now we are putting object at this place. This is called AB or object. This is called beyond C. So image form, because ray will pass through this point, and we know when ray coming parallel to principal axis, it pass through focus, and if line coming from center of curvature, it again pass from center of curvature. So both the ray, this ray after reflection and this ray after reflection meet here. This ray meets here. This is called image A dash B dash. So image form between C and F. Image form between C and F. The size of image is small. And nature of image inverted, real and inverted. Now our third case, this is our concave mirror, this is our principal axis, this is focus, and this is center of curvature. When object at center of curvature, this is AB or object at center of curvature C. So image form, this ray goes parallel to principal axis and pass through focus, and this ray coming parallel to focus and pass parallel to principal axis. This is coming parallel to principal axis, pass from focus, and this is coming from focus, so become parallel to principal axis. So image form here A dash B dash. So image form at C size same size, same size, real and inverted. Nature is always real and inverted. The size of object, this is the size of image, a dash, b dash, and this is ab. Ab is our object. So object is at ray C, image form at C, size is same. Now fourth case, this is our concave mirror, this is our principal axis. Fourth case, this is our focus, this is our center of curvature. Now object is at between C and F. Object is at between C and F. This ray coming from parallel to principal axis, so pass from focus, and if a line pass from focus, it will go parallel to principal axis. After reflection, it goes parallel to principal axis. So image form here, this is image A dash, B dash. So image form beyond C, size is large, nature real and inverted. Nature is same, real and inverted. This is the fourth case. This is our object A, B. This is small object and image form large. Object is at between C and F. Object between C and F, image form beyond C. Now, fifth case. Fifth case, this is our concave mirror. This is principal axis. This point is focus. This point is center of curvature. When object placed as at F means focus. When a line coming parallel to principal axis, it pass through focus, and if a line coming at this angle, this is called the angle of incident, it pass after reflection, this is called the angle of reflection R. This is I, angle of incident, and this is R, angle of reflection. They are parallel and they do not meet. They do not meet. So we consider they meet at infinity. So image form at infinity. Object is at focus, and image do not form because both the line are parallel. So we consider this line meets at infinity. So image form at infinity. So size is large, we can say enlarged, or we can say extra large. Real and inverted. Nature of image is real and inverted. And this is our fifth case. Now we are discussing our last case. Now we are discussing our last case. This is concave mirror. This is principal axis. This point is focus and this point is of center of curvature. In first case, we put object at infinity. Then in second case, beyond C. In third case, at C. Fourth case, between C and F. Fifth case, at F. This is at F. Now sixth case, between mirror and F. This is AB. We know that when the line coming parallel to principal axis, it pass through focus, and if a line coming at this angle, this is angle of incident and this is angle of refraction. So they do not meet at infinity because they are diverging ray, they are diverging, they are going away from each other, so they are diverging ray, they never meet. So we have to meet behind the mirror. We have to meet this ray behind the mirror. This is called the image AB. A dash B dash. This is object. So object between F and P. This is the point P, pole. Image form behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. Size extra large. Nature virtual. Nature is virtual. This is virtual image because actually light is not meeting behind the mirror. This is appearing to meeting behind the mirror. So this is called a virtual image. So this form real image, but in last case it form virtual image. This is the last case of 6 case. So now we have to discuss all the cases for convex mirror. This is for convex mirror. Now we are solving formation of image by convex mirror.